Okay, story time. Let's talk about it. So in 2014, 2015, I ran for office. I was a Democrat then. I was a strong Democrat. I was a part of the state committee here in North Carolina, and I ran for state senate. I did not win, but I was very, very privileged to be able to run to understand the political process. So during that time, I also started to see when I went to the 2012 Democrat convention here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I started to see the party platform started to change, especially when they took God out of the platform. But I also, throughout this process, I started to see that the Democrat Party started to shift as it related to individuals they wanted to promote and make leaders within their party. At that time when I was a part of the state committee, I started to see that they started to promote more black women and more LGBT gay individuals instead of men, black men and men in general. And now if we think about it right now, the Democrats are about to spend millions of dollars, $20 million supposedly, on how to talk to men. Why? It's all about your agenda. It's all about your platform. You spent so many times trying to downgrade men. You started to push men out of your party. Really, if you think about it right now, the top runners in your party are what? Gay men and women. You start thinking about the front runners of your party. Right now, I see this Pete Buttigieg, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, and Kamala Harris are the top as it relates to the individuals you want to see in 2028. You pushed men out, but you wonder why you can't talk to men. You started this whole thing about toxic masculinity. You wanted men to hate themselves. You got what you wanted. You started to push women 24/7. You are a woman's party. If you think about the men in your party, I don't really consider them pretty much masculine. And the individual men that do support you are a lot on the feminine side. The kind of people you'll see at the Beyonce concert. Let's just think about your agenda. The last election, all you talked about was the unaliving process that starts with an A. You didn't talk about no policy. Again, you start talking about the elites in college, individuals that are hard workers who work regular jobs, who work in factories, who work with their hands. You disrespect idiots. You don't think they're smart enough. Let's just go further back. Let's talk about NAFTA. The Democrats just threw the working class under the bus, sent our jobs off to different countries, still want to maintain that they're the party of the working class. Y'all was able to disguise that for a very, very long time. But now y'all have gone totally left. You mean to tell me you for illegal immigration, you want people to come here and work against jobs against American people, those same individuals who you want to court. And one core principle about men is we protect our women, but you want to have males go against women in sports, and you wonder why men are not for you guys. Again, you reap what you sow. Again, you want women to run your party, and it's okay. You can be a woman's party, but men see through that. You want women to be in charge. You don't want men to do anything. You talk badly about us. You want us to follow women. You don't want us to be leaders. When it comes to white men, I feel sad. Got people like Jasmine Crockett and all the AOCs talking all this craziness about white men, even though majority of these black women who are in leadership positions are married to white men. Even Don Lemon's saucy self. And men just want somebody that's genuine. We want a party that talks about the issues. You focused on the cultural issue. You want trans here. You want LGBT this. You talk about how many degrees you got and how women are doing this. But yet you want a traditional man. Again, the Democrat Party did this to themselves. And I remember when they did that. That was one of the main reasons why I left the Democrat Party. Because I seen where it was going. Again, your leadership is terrible. In Congress, I think they got a 19% approval rating. They don't see any type of leadership. Hakeem Dollar Tree Obama, Corey Talk Too Much Booker, Chuck Flip Flop Schumer. I mean, y'all really ain't got nobody. Until the Democrat Party can respect what a man brings and that we're not toxic, that the male voice is just as important as a female voice, you will continue to lose men. I don't give a damn how many studies it takes. Again, until you change your agenda and talk to men, not down to men, and men will continue to trend conservative. Because naturally, men are created to be leaders, not followers.
Ooh. Oh, man, he was cooking. Woo, and the food turned out delicious. He was cooking. If you heard a lie in anything that he said, put a daggone 2 in the comment section if you heard a lie. If you are 100% in lockstep with everything that this brother said, hey, put a 1, put a fist, put a pound, give me one of those, strength emojis for the man. Give me one of those. Give me a salute in the comment section because this brother was cooking. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep going. Woo wee.
Democratic Party out there. I'm going to tell you guys why black men voted for Trump in droves. Because you seem not to know. You're talking about spending $20 million to talk to men to see why men ain't voting Democrat. I'm going to give you the game for free. You ain't even got to send me 20 million. Send me $20 so I can put some gas in this truck. Tell you, The reason why we voted for Trump is because Democratic men, black men, have seen the government used against us for generations. We've seen you guys incarcerate us, chase us around, plant evidence on us. We've seen how Democrats work. So when we saw you doing that to Trump, we felt that. We like, you know what? They doing Trump the same way. This whole Stormy Daniels thing, they chasing this man. They bringing up stuff from 20, 30 years ago. They chasing this man. They do the same thing to black men. So we started feeling Trump. We know how Democrats operate because we live in Democratic neighborhoods. We know when y'all want to use the government against us, keep us in court, keep us in jail, be mad at us, so you want to have control over us. So you start sending enforcement on us. That's why we all stood for Trump. We knew what he was about. He was about righting wrongs. That's it. There were wrongs being done in America. We're going to right them. People are taking advantage of America. We're going to put America first. What do Democrats do? Oh, well, we go incarcerate him because we don't want to put America first. Black men are like, every time we try to put our family first, we end up in jail and we lose our family. We try to put our kids first, we end up in family court. We got to pay more child support. We see how Democrats operate. So you want to spend $20 million to find out why everybody's leaving the Democratic Party? Just watch this video. I told you a long time ago when I dropped that. I said, the more y'all do to Trump, the blacker this man gets. I dropped that video before he was even elected, and everybody laughed at me. Bro, you lost. Trump ain't turning black. You lost, bro. He ain't turning black. I said, no, he ain't turning black. But black people starting to feel him. They know what he's going through because we done been through this for generations. We know how the Democratic Party operates. They want that plantation. They want somebody picking them crops. They want somebody on the bottom so they can stay elite. We know how the Democrats operate. Trump is trying to make everybody eat. He's trying to bring jobs back to America so we can make money. Democrats, the game is up. Y'all party is done. Until y'all realize what y'all have done in the past to us, y'all will never have a future with us. Black men gonna be Republicans forever at this point.
Now, there are still some brothers that are still on that Democratic plantation, but we doing everything that we can to let them know that we are free. You don't have to stay over there. You don't. If you want to be a man, stand on your square, be a leader in your family, be a leader in your community. Hey, it's time to make a move. It's time to make a move. And I'm glad to see brothers stepping up and speaking out. Woo-wee. Let's keep going.
Man, let's stop this narrative, man. That only rich, white, old people voted for Trump. You see it. I even got vote for felon t-shirts. You understand? You know why I voted for my man? Because he the only one talk about men. Only talk about men. Everybody else is single women. It's women with children. That don't make this country move. Men make this country move.
Absolutely.
We the ones paving roads, building bridges, doing plumbing, fire department, police. Stop it. Stop it. I'm a straight black man, 43, from Washington, D.C., man. Stop it, man. I know what's up. I am not fooled by the shenanigans. Send them all back. I can't go to somebody's country without documentation to think I can just chill over that junk. And then they mad that black folks ain't engaging until they protesting. Man, stop playing, man. Man, stop playing. And every black folk that's still voting Democrat, you about as dumb as you look. How you still screaming for the same equalities that you've been voting for since 1955? They've been marching since Martin Luther King. It's 2025 and black folks still screaming my equalities. Guess what you should have did? Took your ass to school. Guess you should have did? Paid attention to school. Guess you should have did? Tried harder. Not be a follower. Be a leader. Be something other than a goofy, a gopher, a fault for anything. Get your mind right, yo. You can feel how you feel about old take money. Built like that. But I know what's up, man. Man, I'm shouting out the whole Republican Party. I'm shouting out Donald Trump. God bless America and everything that come with it. Yeah, this country have done tremendous damage to my people. My mama, my grandmama, even my great-grandmama from Savannah, Georgia. So trust me, I know. But at the same time, I also know that when we was out there, when we was fighting, when we were getting abused and everything that came with it, we were still doctors. We were still lawyers. We were still pediatricians. We were still firefighters. We still had our own black Wall Streets no matter what they try to do to us. So stop the cap, grow up, get your mind right. And everybody screaming about this protesting, we ain't tripping. My voice to y'all, black folk, mind your business. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Let them Bammers get what they deserve. They voted and thought it was going to affect us. They thought that we was going to get deported. How we going to get deported if we black Americans? Explain it to me. Cool.
He's absolutely right. Yeah, they're just trying to play on the ignorance of people. Oh, you're black. You got to get on board with this because they're going to be after you next. Yeah, the devil is a lie. We are Americans, and a lot of us has been here, before 1776. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of us have been here. You know what I'm saying? Every black person didn't come across the Atlantic on a slave ship. Let's just keep it a buck. And it's 2025. It's 2025. This brother right here, he's in DC, just outside of PG County, one of the wealthiest counties in the country for black people. And there's a few others out there like that, but PG County, it's one of the wealthiest. The sky's the limit in this country right now. The sky's the limit. If black people can raise $500,000 for Carmelo Anthony's defense, black people can start to put the piece of money together for venture capitalists, for some young folks out there, so they ain't got to go out there and put themselves in debt. They can actually go and start some businesses, be innovators, be creative, and start to build things that people need or offer services that people need. The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit in America. That's why you have so many people willing to do anything that they can to get over here because they know it as well. The Democrat Party want to keep you right where you are, broke, busted, disgusted, feeling oppressed, feeling victimized, and they don't want you moving forward. They need a permanent underclass. They need it. They don't just want it, they need it. And that's why they're fighting tooth and nails for these illegal immigrants, because they're already, the thought process, we got to replace these black people, especially the black men, because they've kicked us to the curb a long time ago. They've kicked us to the curb a long time ago. So they stopped even thinking about the needs of a black man in this country. We're talking about the Democrat Party here. And I'm not saying that the Republican Party is here to save you, but they for daggone sure ain't going to get in your way. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep going. Shout out to this brother right here, man. DC. Now, y'all know he from DC, especially the words that he used. Joint, Bammers. You know a DC brother when you hear one. You heard me?
So let me get this shit straight. The Democratic Party gonna spend $20 million to figure out how to talk to male voters. You can't make this shit up, right? So are you telling me that all the male voters who voted for Kamala, they're not males? Why don't you talk to those voters who voted for Kamala? Or are those male voters, are they zesty? Are they non-masculine? Are they soft? Like Pete Buttigieg, Roland Martin, Tim Walz? They have the black men on this site who love Kamala? Is that the reason? Why don't they talk to their male Democratic voters? Why? Because you know why? They're not masculine. They're not. They want to talk to some of the Republicans, the young voters. They want to talk to the masculine voters, right? Why you not coming to us? Why you not coming to us? Because I know why. The reason why you motherfuckers give me the $20 million. Give me the $20 million, I'm going to tell you why. Number one, stop agreeing with boys playing girl sports. That's the number one shit. Masculine men don't like that shit. Stop saying that it's fair and stop saying, well, it's only 10. I don't give a fuck. It was 1. No more. If you keep that shit up, you're never going to win another election. Secure the fucking borders. We want our borders here at all the time. At all times. If you don't do that shit, I'm sorry, you're not gonna ever win again. Stop using fucking pronouns. I'm just saying. Can we go back pre-2020 and live like normal people? We all treated the same. We all will be treated the same. There's no special group of people. Please, and Democrat women, stop being so fucking masculine. Let your man lead. Democrat women, stop being so damn masculine. And Democrat men, stop being so fucking zesty. Stop crying. Donald Trump hurt my feeling. He don't know how to talk. You're a man.
Yeah,
Grab your
stand up.
balls.
He's absolutely right. You got a lot of people on that side of things, man. It's a bunch of complaints, man. All the white men, the country, man. I mean, we 400 years. Ain't nobody stopping you from getting nothing, bro. Stop with all of that. Seriously. This brother right here, man, he checked the boxes, man. He went down the list. He's absolutely right here. But I want you guys to see this, man, because Joyless Reed, that is, she's making the rounds now. She got her own platform, and now she's starting to try to get out there and speak to the masses. I guess she's kind of allowed the embarrassment to die down. Now she wants to get back out there and continue to spew some of the dumbest things out there. But I want you guys to hear what she had to say on the Breakfast Club the other day. Oh, my goodness, man. You can't make it up.
I've been a Democrat since I was old enough to vote, but I'm barely hanging on, honestly, because at this point, the party is not bigger than the future of my kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I have 3 children. I have, a daughter and 2 sons that have to live in this country as Black people. And fascism don't work for me, and I'm not willing to cede the country to Trumpism and MAGA simply because I'm clinging to this party. So people getting all mad at Karine Jean-Pierre for saying I'm not mad at that, because I'm like, at this point, it isn't, who cares what the party label is? Give me an effective fighter. If Jasmine Crockett is the most effective fighter, give me Jasmine Crockett. And I really don't care what you have to move around or who you have to disappoint in order to give me her. Just give me her, because we need a leader.
Jasmine Crockett is not a leader. She's everything but a leader. I mean, we're talking about an individual that has not brought one piece of legislation to the House since she's been in office as a representative. Not one piece. You can't name a bill that she's brought in and championed. She cosplays as being hood and ghetto. She walks around dropping the F-bombs and just saying some of the most vulgar language that can be said as a representative. It's one thing if it's a one-off. It's another thing when it is something that just consistently happens. But yet people like Joy Reid believe that Jasmine Crockett should not only be the face, but the future of the party and the leader. Woo, if that happens, good luck. I mean, the Democratic Party is already in trouble, but put that lady in office and see how it works. A person that's willing to ostracize 50-60% of the country or more. Woo. But let's keep.
And to understand enough about the Constitution to the extent that I'm the one that's supposed to make a fucking decision or at least get a vote. Because Ron is telling me. So literally, like,
you just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't
just
talk
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your yelling.
You don't want
calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
Please calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Chairman.
Chair,
I know why
okay.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
recognizes
Not cute.
Miss Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. 4 minutes. Let Miss Green talk, and then you all.
Yeah, so an unhinged individual who is willing to yell and scream in the halls of Congress is the person that's supposed to be the face of the Democratic Party. I mean, to your own detriment. But we're going to keep going because D.L. Hughley has a massive meltdown. This guy here, man, I'm not a fan of DL. I hadn't been a fan of his for quite some time. And he's just another one of these, race hustling, evil racist celebrities out there that, get paid to spew some of the most divisive rhetoric that you'll ever hear on the airways, man. Seriously.
I have no idea.
Yes, you do, you coward. Name me one person, one competent person on this cabinet that can help him. One. Same time.
Dio, is there anything that Donald Trump could do that you would give him credit for?
Yes, he could have went to jail for starting a riot.
Okay, there's the answer. The things that you are saying, with all due respect, they are They are absolute nonsense. He torpedoed a deal with Iran because he doesn't like Barack Obama. Do you listen to this? Do you hear what you're saying?
He destroyed. Oh, stop it! Stop it! The man, he wouldn't do that. The man who's renaming federal Confederate generals.
Give me the proof.
Like black people.
Let's talk in facts. Let's talk in facts. Let's talk in facts.
Why didn't he torpedo the deal? Why was the deal
it's a crap deal. It's a crap deal. The whole world
what was crap about it, Mike?
that.
No.
Barack Obama has said
there's not. So a better deal is the one he's doing now.
Yes, they negotiated for 60 days. He said take a deal. They didn't take the deal. Now it seems like we are on the verge of peace. Except the only difference is now their nuclear program is decimated. Come on.
That man torpedoed that deal precisely because he didn't like Barack Obama.
Every president we have had, DL, has said that they cannot have nuclear weapons, including Barack Obama.
You're a mediocre coward who is a bullshit president, and all of you people enable him. That's all he does is break.
Okay,
but I don't know. This hurts your side. It hurts your side, DL, because when something legitimately good happens for the world, you can't admit it. You cannot admit it.
Do you think no, I despise him, but if he did something
no kidding,
right,
you despise him. It's all we hear it.
I
know you do. Everyone hears you.
I despise him as much as he despises black people. I despise him as much as he despises us.
It's more nonsense.
By the way, Mike.
Let me ask you something. Why rename bases after Confederate generals? Why do it? Why destroy black history? Why
Good question. Good question, Mike.
Why do it? You know why? Because he's a
let him answer, DL.
And you let him do it.
If you're going to ask him, you have to let him answer.
Why does he do it?
Give me the question once more, DL. I'm sorry.
Why does he rename
I have no idea.
Yes, you do, you coward. He's a racist. That's why he does it.
Look, DL, let me tell you, it is such a sign of weakness that you cannot control your emotions. You are out here. You are attacking me personally.
Okay. We're now.
Yeah, that's the sign of a weak male. When you come across the way that this brother came across, it's a sign of weakness. It really is. And this dude is so Trump deranged. He can't even have a civil conversation with an individual. He can't even have a civil conversation. That's how Trump deranged this dude is. Every president, to include Barack Obama, said that Iran cannot have a nuke. They've all said it. Not only has every president leading up to this point, but the other leaders in that region, they've come out and said the same exact thing. When it comes to the renaming or going back to the original name of certain bases, that are named after Confederate generals or Confederate armies, I personally don't care about that. If you guys know anything about me, I grew up in the Stone Mountain, Georgia, metro of Atlanta. There's Stone Mountain Park out there. They have the largest engraving on a side of a mountain. And the 4 individuals on the side of the mountain are Confederate generals. There was talks once upon a time about getting rid of Stone Mountain Park, the actual carving on the side of the mountain. And people fought to keep it up there. It is history. And the thing is that if you erase history, you are bound to repeat it. My personal opinion when it comes to this is that I think that the Democrats want to erase all forms of their racist history so they can hide their hand, so they don't have to tell their constituents that the people that were a part of the Confederate Party would be Democrats. Simple as that. That Jim Crow was a Democrat agenda. Redlining was a Democrat agenda. So I think it's them trying to erase history. It ain't got nothing to do with they think that Trump's a racist or this and the third. No, they're trying to erase history. And if they can do it for long enough, because we have a lot of kids out here that are going to graduate high school over the next 10 or 15 years that don't know anything about history like that. And the Democrat Party will be able to tell them anything that they want to know or anything that they want to tell them because they've basically gone through and erased all of history. This is the United States of America. The Confederacy, it did exist. I don't agree with it. It did exist. They did lose. We should know who they are. We should know who they are, what they stood for, and what they did. We should. So History doesn't repeat itself. When someone rears its ugly head, start trying to implement some of these policies, start trying to implement, themselves, in that manner, people need to know, like, hey, this sounds eerily familiar. People need to know. But that's not what people like DL. These are weak individuals that would prefer to erase history and act like it never existed than maintain it and then educate the masses on it. And it's crazy. This is also the same guy who is super weak, man. Super weak, and he's a sellout. Super sellout, that is. This is the guy who allowed, or more or less attacked Janet Jackson, in defense of Kamala Harris, who is an Indian woman, that I, to this day, still call the faux black woman. I don't think she has any, any African ancestry at all like that. She's definitely not connected to black people here in America. I don't see it. But for whatever reason, this dude, stood up and caped for this woman. Well, I know why. Because he is one of those overseers on the plantation, and his job, he gets paid to keep black folks right there. D.L. Hughley, he's a sellout, and he is definitely a coward, and he just showcased, how weak of an individual he is. He just showcased it right there on TMZ. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video, all up and down. Like, share, subscribe, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Consider joining the ARP family, or you can buy your man a coffee, link in the description box below. Keep God first, stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words so sharp,